This is the Sabbath School lesson for the third quarter 2020.
Lesson 6 for August 1 to 7, ready for teaching on Sabbath August 8, Unlimited Possibilities, read by Dr. Percy Harold. Friday, August 7. The current understanding of the biblical teaching of spiritual gifts brings unity to the church. The recognition that each one of us is valuable and a needed member of the body of Christ is a unifying thought. Every member of the church is necessary for the accomplishment of Christ's mission. Every member is gifted for service. From the book Testimonies for the Church, Volume 2, page 282, I read, "To everyone there is given a work to do for the Master. To each of his servants are committed special gifts or talents. Unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability." Every servant has some trust for which he is responsible, and the varied trusts apportioned to our varied capabilities. In dispensing his gifts, God has not dealt with partiality. He has distributed the talents according to the known powers of his servants, and he expects corresponding returns. End of quote. Remember also that the gifts of the Spirit are given for God's glory and not our own. God gave them to us to exalt his name and advance his cause. And that brings us to our 3 discussion questions for this week. 1. Dwell more on the thought that each one of us has received gifts from God. What practical implications does this have for your local church? What difference can this thought make in the involvement of each member in service? 2. Share with the members of your local Sabbath School class how the gifts of another member have blessed you. Share with the class how you discovered your own spiritual gifts. What do you think your gifts are, and how are you using them to bless others? And 3. This lesson pointed out that our gifts grow as we use them. Look back over your own life. Can you think of gifts God has given you that have expanded as you have used them to the glory of his name? At the same time, ask yourself again the question, first broached at the end of Thursday's study, about how faithful you are with what God has given you. Inside Story. Our mission story this week is titled He's Simply Carlos, and it's by Andrew McChesney of Adventist Mission. If J. Carlos Sanchez Ruiz was president of a Seventh-day Adventist Union office in his native Peru, church members would courteously address him as Pastor President. But in Uruguay, where Carlos is president of the Uruguay Union of Churches Mission, he is simply known as Carlos. Men call him Carlos, women call him Carlos, even small children call him Carlos. No one addresses him as president, no one uses the word pastor, he is just Carlos. Coming from Peru, a country where people are very conscientious about hierarchy, it took Carlos about a year to adjust to Uruguay when he first was elected president in 2011. Uruguay is a country unlike any other in South America, Carlos said. Even though Uruguayans recognize and respect leadership, they do not accept the hierarchical model. A leader is equal to everyone else. The Uruguayan mindset, which Carlos linked to a strong European influence, makes the country a promising mission field, church leaders said. The Adventist Church has only 7,358 members in the country of 3.5 million people, or 1 Adventist for every 470 people, one of the smallest ratios in South America. About half of Uruguay's population lives in the capital, Montevideo. How will we reach Montevideo and other cities around the world? Adventist Church President Ted N.C. Wilson asked pastors during a 2019 visit. Opening his Bible, he read Jeremiah 32:27, which says, "Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?" God responds to his own question in a powerful way, Wilson said. Then he turned to Jeremiah 33, and verse 3, and read, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which you do not know." Claim this promise for Uruguay and for your work in the cities, Wilson said. You face challenges of secularism and materialism very much like Europe, but nothing is too hard for the Lord. In an indication that nothing is too hard for the Lord, people are being baptized in Uruguay after attending programs at community centres or urban centres of influence operated by the church. Among the new members is a young man, Fernando Aguirre, who gave his heart to Jesus in 2019 after taking stress management courses at an urban centre of influence in Montevideo. Please pray for Uruguay and the other promising mission fields in secular societies around the world. And there's a photo here of Pastor J. Carlos Sanchez Ruiz, the president of the Seventh-day Adventist Union Mission, who's just known as Carlos.
Hi there. Thanks for watching this video on the Advent Band Ministries YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be alerted whenever we upload new videos. So, until we meet him in the clouds, may God continue to bless you.
This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harold for Christian Services for the Blind and Hearing Impaired, Christian Record Services for the Blind, the Sabbath School Department, and Hope Channel. You can also listen on the official Sabbath School 4 app and the Apple iTunes app, Sabbath School with Percy Harold. Remember, God is always faithful.